Arsenal cannot win the Champions League. That's what pundits have said for years. But after dismantling the reigning champions Real Madrid 3-0, even the skeptics are starting to wonder, could Arteta's men actually go all the way? In this video, I'll break down the tactical masterclass that silenced the Bernabeu legends. I'll reveal an unexpected formation shift that caught Madrid off guard and examine the statistical evidence putting Arsenal among the favourites. You'll discover why Arsenal's pressing game overwhelmed Madrid's midfield, how their defensive discipline frustrated Vinicius, and exactly why this Arsenal team is positioned to win Europe's most prestigious trophy after years in the wilderness. The tactical revolution: how Arsenal dismantled Real Madrid. What if I told you Arsenal's formation against Madrid wasn't just a tactical choice, but a complete reinvention of how they approach elite opposition? For years, Arsenal teams traveled to face European giants with tactical approaches that ranged from overly cautious to naively open. This time was different. Arteta's pre-match preparation revealed a sophisticated understanding of Madrid's strengths. The Gunners lined up in what appeared to be their standard 4-3-3, but once in possession, the formation transformed fluidly into a three-at-the-back system. This asymmetric structure, imagine a square morphing into a triangle with an extended right arm, confounded Madrid's pressing patterns from the opening minutes. This Arsenal side showed tactical maturity unseen during the past decade's European campaigns, when rigidity against elite clubs led to catastrophic defeats like the 10-2 Bayern Munich aggregate. The pressing triggers Arteta implemented were remarkably effective. Arsenal consistently forced Madrid's midfielders into backward passes. When Kroos received the ball in the 24th minute, three Arsenal players immediately cut off his forward options, forcing a harmless sideways pass. When Madrid attempted progression through the middle, Arsenal's midfield collapsed around them with remarkable discipline. Arsenal's chess-like repositioning in midfield proved decisive. As defenders stepped forward into midfield spaces, 17-year-old Lewis Skelly displayed veteran intelligence by drifting inside. This overload created passing lanes that Madrid couldn't counter. Defensively, Arsenal's organisation neutralised Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Their shape forced these elite attackers into harmless wide areas or against multiple defenders. The duo managed just 2 shots on target combined. The physical commitment matched the tactical execution. Arsenal covered 113.9 kilometers compared to Madrid's 101.2, a 13% difference. Every Arsenal player outran their direct opponent. Can Arsenal replicate this tactical masterclass against other European powerhouses? The performance wasn't built on luck or individual brilliance, but on systematic execution of a carefully crafted plan. The signs suggest this is evidence of a team reaching tactical maturity. The Rice factor: how key performers elevate Arsenal's European ceiling. Behind Arsenal's tactical foundation lies a transformation just as profound: the evolution of Declan Rice from defensive anchor to dynamic midfield conductor. Against Real Madrid, we witnessed the unveiling of an entirely unexpected dimension to Rice's game. In 338 previous career appearances, the £105 million midfielder had never scored from a free kick. Then, remarkably, he scored 2 in one night against the European champions. This represented calculated tactical insight, not fortune. Set-piece coach Nicolas Jovel had identified a specific weakness in Madrid's defensive setup. "He told me to cross it," Rice revealed afterward, a simple instruction that yielded extraordinary results. Where previous Arsenal squads lacked the personnel to execute intricate tactical plans on the biggest stage, this team possesses both the brains to understand complex instructions and the ability to deliver them under pressure. For years, Arsenal's European campaigns faltered when facing elite opposition because their squad lacked players who could impose themselves physically and mentally. Rice represents a new breed of Arsenal midfielder, one who actively dictates the terms of engagement against Europe's best. Rice's evolution signals not just a change in tactics, but a shift in Arsenal's mentality. The second half against Madrid showcased this evolution perfectly. His strategic positioning alongside Ødegaard between Madrid's defensive lines became the foundation of Arsenal's dominance. Rice's forward runs created dilemmas for Madrid's defenders, forcing constant readjustments and creating spaces for other attackers. This midfielder-led assault complemented the wide threat posed by Saka and Martinelli, whose performances compelled Madrid to double up after half-time. Madrid's adjustment limited Arsenal's crossing options, but inadvertently created more space for Rice and Ødegaard in the inside channels. When Saka's dribbling drew fouls in dangerous areas, Rice capitalized with his set-piece prowess. What makes this Arsenal team fundamentally different is this multifaceted threat profile. Previous European campaigns relied on individual brilliance or rigid tactical approaches. Today's Arsenal can hurt opponents in multiple ways: wide attacks, midfield dominance, set pieces, pressing traps, with players capable of executing each approach precisely. Rice exemplifies this versatility. His performance metrics now rival those of midfielders from recent Champions League winning sides, embodying Arsenal's transformation from European participants to genuine contenders. The path to glory, Arsenal's route to European triumph. The statistical probability of advancing past Madrid with a 3-0 first-leg advantage stands at over 95%, but at the Bernabeu, mathematics bend to mythology. No team in European history has mastered the art of the impossible comeback quite like Real Madrid, transforming near-certain elimination into legendary triumphs. The 1975 Derby County cautionary tale serves as a perfect reminder. A comfortable 4-1 first-leg lead evaporated into a devastating 5-1 reverse in Madrid. This cathedral of comebacks demands that Arsenal approach the return fixture with unwavering focus and strategic discipline. Even with their commanding advantage, Arsenal must prepare for a Madrid side that will attack with renewed intensity from the opening whistle. The Bernabeu's European nights possess an almost mystical quality that has broken the resolve of more experienced teams than this Arsenal squad. Maintaining tactical shape under intense pressure will be crucial. Any early goal dramatically shifts the psychological dynamics of the tie. Now that we understand Arsenal's position against Madrid, let's examine how their tactical approach could fare in potential semi-finals. Facing Inter Milan would require precision in breaking down their defensive block, similar to how Arsenal dismantled Porto's compact defense. Arsenal's adaptability across multiple game states makes them formidable. They manage leads through controlled possession, play through pressure with technical security, and create chances against set defenses when needed, a versatility characteristic of champions. Their performance metrics reinforce this contention. Arsenal's expected goal difference per 90 minutes exceeds the average of recent Champions League winners, suggesting championship-caliber efficiency. Defensively, they mirror Chelsea's 2021 championship resilience. Vulnerabilities remain in managing games after conceding and finishing efficiency in critical moments. The psychological dimension presents another variable. Arsenal carry historical weight while benefiting from lower expectations than perennial favourites. The evidence suggests Arsenal aren't merely participants but genuine contenders. Their tactical foundation, statistical profile, and favourable stylistic matchups against potential opponents create a legitimate path to the final. Rewriting history. Why this Arsenal team is different. The evidence suggests Arsenal are legitimate contenders, but history tells a different story. For 15 years, Arsenal teams with promising domestic form have repeatedly collapsed under the unique pressures of European nights. What makes Arteta's men immune to the psychological fragility that has become almost synonymous with Arsenal's Champions League campaigns? Since 2009, Arsenal's European journey has been defined by consistent disappointment, a predictable pattern of early exits whenever facing the continent's elite. Round of 16 eliminations became an annual tradition, with the team falling short against tactically superior opposition. Remember that devastating night in Munich in 2017, a 5-1 dismantling that Arsenal fans still wince at, emblematic of the beautiful football without substance that defined their European identity. Under Arteta, Arsenal has cultivated what was previously absent: unwavering resilience when confronted with adversity. This transformation represents his most significant achievement, reconstructing Arsenal's collective mentality from the ground up. Where previous Arsenal teams approached European competition with hope, this squad carries expectation. The club has implemented comprehensive infrastructure changes specifically designed to support European ambitions. The recruitment strategy prioritizes players who demonstrate mental fortitude required for elite competition, not just technical brilliance. The coaching staff includes specialists addressing previously neglected details, creating a more complete preparation model. The team's response to setbacks tells the story. Previous Arsenal squads would visibly crumble when plans unraveled. The data-driven tactical preparation has become increasingly sophisticated, with opponents analysed through multiple perspectives before each European fixture, contrasting sharply with the more generalised approaches of the past. Can this methodical dismantling of historical weaknesses truly rewrite Arsenal's European story? The evidence suggests this is a fundamentally different entity operating with greater tactical versatility, psychological strength, and organizational support. Arsenal has systematically eliminated the weaknesses that undermined previous European campaigns. The foundations for European success have been meticulously constructed, creating a platform for achievement that previous Arsenal teams could only imagine. When you've not played this team for 20 years, then you have the chance to write your own history, and it is nights like this where you can do that. They were magic moments. Arteta's words capture the transformation we've witnessed. Arsenal is authoring a new European narrative through their defeat of Madrid. Arteta believes we have a lot more to give. I did believe, and you have to believe. This embodies the campaign's essence. Through methodical preparation and execution, Arsenal have evolved from European participants to genuine contenders. Now the question remains, will history echo with Arsenal's triumph? Europe's elite must respond to what Arsenal has become.